To the Trump campaign. Kayleigh, the Times uses the word nonchalant to describe the president and the virus. What's your take on nonchalant?
Yeah, I don't think it's nonchalant to have created the greatest testing system in the world, not nonchalant to have created good working therapeutics, not nonchalant to have the fastest vaccine in history. But what they're getting at is exactly what you just said, is that there are two opposite approaches, which is open safely. We're not shutting down this country. We're not shutting down this economy, versus Joe Biden, who's modeling his COVID strategy by locking himself down in the basement until just a few days ago, and closing your churches, closing your schools, closing your workplaces. That will not happen again on President Trump's watch, but it will happen in Joe Biden's America.
Can you explain this to us, Kayleigh? Wall Street is pouring money into Biden's campaign. I mean, I believe he's getting 4 times more money from Wall Street than is the president. I don't understand that. Can you explain it?
Yeah, it is a little bit befuddling, because it is President Trump who lowers taxes on all Americans, including those in the low and middle class. But look, when you look at what Bernie Sanders said, that Joe Biden is the party of the coastal elite, that the Democrat Party has become the party of the coastal elite. And you look at who Joe Biden's attracting, it's the elitist never Trump Republicans, which represent 0.001% of the Republican Party. It's the Democrat elites. That's who Joe Biden's attracting. When you look at President Trump, he's got the working class. Black Americans, Hispanic Americans are flocking to him. He has become the party of the everyday American. That is Donald Trump's Republican Party. The
president doesn't seem to want to acknowledge the virus. I know he does in his speeches, but he seems to just want to move beyond it. He wants to get back to normal. He's just plowing ahead. And that's a complete difference from Joe Biden.
Well, we're in a different place. Look, what the president has said, and it's absolutely right, we're in a different place today than we were when the novel virus came in from China. Today, we see an 85% reduction in fatality. We see, Stuart, it's befuddling, but when you look at ER visits, 2.8% of visits to the hospital are COVID-related. 2.8%. 6% of hospital beds are filled with COVID patients. We're in a different place today because of the president's therapeutics. And now we're in a different chapter where we're reopening the economy, getting people back to work, resuming our everyday lives. That is what the American people want.
I was watching the rally in Tampa, and I saw your husband and your daughter. They made a quick appearance at the rally. I couldn't help but notice that the shirt, I think it was a T-shirt that your husband was wearing, and it said, there you go, facts. You want to explain that one? It looks, for that T-shirt, that image looks familiar to me.
Yes, it is Obama-esque, if you will. If you remember the Obama poster, this one is just redone. And I texted my husband about this shirt today, and he sent me a picture of a coffee mug that he has with the same image on it. So I have a very supportive husband, and I'm very grateful to him, and I love him a lot.
I don't know how you do it. I really don't. Kayleigh, it's great to have you on the show. Terrific family. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.